So guys, Luxeed here in China claims to have dethroned NIO. We are going to verify that in this video. Also, I got some funny clips for you guys and also some new battery swap info. So first of all, I had to show this to you guys, and this is going viral here in China, and it is BYD sort of content creator showing the BYD auto park without a person in the car, the function that NIO has, which is very, very helpful. And of course, it kind of goes south, right? And the car ends up crashing into another car. And that was the end of that video. So definitely not what you would expect, but very funny nonetheless. So, you know, sometimes other guys just aren't known for their technology, okay? Or they're known for cutting costs. Okay, so let's talk about the battery swap thing first. So more and more people are waking up to the fact that battery swap is the way to go. So if you take a look at this clip, you can see that you're at a charging station and it's raining outside and people are taking shelter in the battery swap station. They are realizing that charging while it's raining absolutely sucks. And, you know, they had to go and take shelter, avoid the rain in the swap station. Meanwhile, the NIO just elegantly swaps without even needing to get out of the car. And of course, all these other guys that are drenched in rain are getting jealous. And gradually, as you see more and more of these, like people fighting over chargers, you know, you got to line up, and even if you go for a piss and go to the bathroom, you're going to lose your spot. Or even sometimes when it's your turn to charge, someone might cut in line and nag the charger, or even worse, get their wives to block your car from entering so that they can cut in line and get the charger before you. I mean, that thing happens, all right? You're watching that right now. This is not a uncommon occurrence. It happens all the time here in China. So absolutely crazy. It's absolutely nuts. People are going to realize that, you know, charging is actually a little bit barbaric sometimes. And having to deal with long lineups and charging with no, like, I guess, orderly fashion, then it's just chaos, all right? It's absolute chaos. People are fighting over this. And yeah, absolutely nasty. People are going to learn that swapping is the way to go, okay? All right, let's talk about the big news, and that is, of course, Luxeed. They shared this poster online claiming that they are #1 in sales when it comes to pure electric SUV. And there's, of course, this poster. The main thing about this poster is that there are over 70,000 locked-in orders for the Luxeed R7 SUV. And I'll be honest, I've seen some Luxeed R7s a little bit more than I like right now here in Beijing on the streets. Quite surprising how this car became very, very successful, considering the fact that the S7 sedan has been a flop, basically. So, but we got to look at the asterisk. So they say that they are the sales king in the pure electric SUV. So the subtext claims that in January they delivered 10,041 R7 pure EVs, and they are #1 when it comes to pure electric EVs made by a Chinese company over 250,000 RMB. So we have to check this, we have to verify it, and of course we go to Dcard to verify these numbers. Overall sales in January, the Luxeed R7 had 11,422 sales. So this is EV plus their hybrid. So they also have hybrid, but clearly they're selling more EVs than hybrids. 10,041 EVs. So not too many hybrids, interestingly. And then for probably because they're not delivering those yet. And then you can see Envo 5,912, and then the ES6 2,676, and overall NIO total sales were 7,951. So it seems like, according to Dcard, that the R7 EV sales itself of 10,041, according to the poster, is more than NIO's total of 7,951 across all these vehicles. Now, the R7 is indeed a little bit cheaper than NIO vehicles, so you can give them that. And also, let's not forget the fact that the newer 2025 versions will be coming very soon, and a lot of people have been waiting for that. But having that said, it does seem that the R7 is seeing a lot of success here in China. It's undeniable, okay? And they are indeed, so to speak, according to the data, delivering more cars than NIO. And it seems like they're selling more right now, okay? Right now at the moment. Of course, I'm still calling the S7 a flop because that's barely selling over 1,000 cars per month. And it's probably just the initial surge of orders. But of course, they claim to have 70,000 locked in orders. That's pretty big, okay? But we'll have to see until the 2025 version of NIO's vehicles come out. And fingers crossed, we just have to hope that they get those vehicles out ASAP, because it is absolutely urgent that they get these cars out. They got to get the updated 2025 versions out right now, or otherwise they're going to potentially lose customers to other people, right? This is super, super, super urgent. And, this is pretty shocking, because I've seen Luxeed's cars here in China, especially S7 a while ago, and it wasn't nothing too surprising, but how come the R7 has been such a huge success? That's beyond me. It seems that they have a good price and luxurious features, but it's pretty shocking that they're able to sell over 10,000 EVs in January despite Chinese New Year. That is pretty crazy. And remember, the price of this car is 250,000 RMB and above. So kind of like the price of a NIO with BAS, sort of like that. And it goes upwards from 250,000 all the way to 330,000, which is around the starting price of a NIO ES6 and EC6. So it's not really fair to compare this brand new car that just came out versus NIO's vehicles, which is still waiting for that 2025 version. It's still in a transition phase, so to speak. So I guess you can say, yeah, they've dethroned NIO temporarily, but I'm sure once those 2025 versions of NIOs come out, they're going to get back to #1 spot. Okay, they're going to get back to #1 spot for sure. But yes, it's undeniable. The R7 is quite successful, okay? And I certainly hope that people wake up to the fact that battery swap is the way to go. Okay? It's a pretty serious matter, okay? And as time progresses, more and more people there's more EVs on the road, more EVs, more congestions at the charging stations, and more fighting and more of this. People are going to wake up and eventually realize battery swap is the way to go. So it is what it is, okay? Those numbers, I'm sure they will come back, and I'm sure NIO will shine once again as soon as the 2025 versions come out. And I'm pretty confident that NIO will reclaim the #1 spot from Luxeed, okay? As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.